Clash Royale is a game with infinite potential. It has been around and relevant for almost 10 years. That is crazy, and in my opinion, it is the best mobile game of all time. But the current state of Clash Royale has some pretty glaring flaws, and I don't think anybody is ignorant enough to ignore that. I hope. So today, I'm going to cover every single problem with the current state of Clash Royale as a top player and a content creator, and offer a solution to each one of these problems. Let's start off with the biggest problem, or at least the core of most of the issues in today's game, which is the brand new level 16 update. Now, I don't have an inherent problem against level 16 being added to the game, because I understand from a business perspective, the game needs to make money, the economy needs to keep going, and we need to give something to the players to keep pushing towards. I understand that, right? But one, it's more expensive than level 15 was, which is insane because my biggest problem with level 15 was how inaccessible it is. Here's the problem that this creates, okay? Let's say I upgrade my Lava Hound deck, and because they go and add heroes to the game, or they unbalance the meta every month to add something new, my deck is no longer good, okay? But it's the or I don't have fun playing this deck anymore, which is maybe a cause or a result of the first thing, but could just be completely unrelated. Can I go play something else? The answer to that is just no, you can't. You have two options. You can either go play your leveled up deck so you have a fair fighting chance and just not enjoy it at all and probably not end up playing the game that much. Or you could play a deck you actually like and be cripplingly underleveled and just get shit on by opponents with level 16 cards. What sounds more fun to you? Because I mean, a level 15 deck is cripplingly underleveled. One level difference is enough to ruin the entire game, and that is an issue in and of itself. But I mean, hey, it makes you want to spend money, huh? But yeah, level 16 in the shop right now is literally more expensive to get than level 15 was, and it's completely inaccessible to most players because where the hell are you getting these rewards naturally? You might get lucky in a lucky drop. Like, I might level up my bandit because one time randomly in March I got a lucky drop that gave me 12 bandits. Like, this isn't something that, hey, I want to upgrade the bandit. How do I do this free to play? No. They're giving away the measly Oliver Twist portions of wild cards in certain obscure areas of the game. Like, where do you go in the game right now to get common wild cards? Like, there's some in the past. Let me tap on the past. There's 2,500. So I'm buying the past Royale and I'm getting a third of a level 16 card. Okay. So here's the thing. There doesn't seem to be a solution that's like just other than give people more rewards, which I understand from a business perspective is like, oh, I don't want to do that. I understand you can't just give people free stuff. But that being said, they do a nice job with the in-game events, giving people free rewards. So you do get lots of lucky drops. You get free evolutions that were old evolutions, so you can play catch up, which I really like. And I think that's a great thing they've added. Really happy about that. Not even touching upon heroes yet. We still haven't solved the problem. So it's not really feasible to just give people so much resources that I can play whatever I want when I want. And I'm not saying that that's the right thing to do, but I'm saying that that might be the solution to that specific problem. Or there needs to be other things to do in the game. Because what if I don't just want to play Trophy Road all day because I get shit on by over-leveled people, or my deck that I have max isn't the deck I want to play, or it's not good, or they added a broken new hero so now I can't play it? Well, there needs to be more things to do. Let's say Retro Royale that rotates in every maybe month or 2 months, something like that. It's a different mode to play. I still need, you know, level 15, maybe your level 16 cards. They will never add a level cap, but I hope they would, just because that would let more people play it, create more interest in the mode. Hey, maybe I do spend a little money here or there on a Goblin Gang or something because I want to play Retro Royale and not the normal mode. Add 2v2 consistently. Now, it's a different debate whether or not you want a mode to be in the game constantly, because I think if Retro Royale was like a constant part of the game, it wouldn't be very popular. But as in, if there were like a new special mode that was rotating in and out every month or every 3 weeks, something like that, like, tell me it wouldn't be cool to have 2 weeks of Retro Royale, 1 week break, or 2 week break, 2 weeks of Mega Draft Ladder or something like that. I think 2 week break is a little too much of a break unless there's a global tournament going on. Global tournaments, where the flying shit are global tournaments. With global tournaments, Retro Royale, Mega Draft, 2v2. There should be a focus on adding more things to the game to actually play. Clan Wars. Where is the last time you played Clan Wars? Legitimately. I don't care if Clan Wars gives me 6,000 gold and it's technically worth playing every day to up my... I don't want to play it. It sucks. I don't want to play it at all. Make it better. Make there be more focus on clans, make more focus on in-game tournaments, and now we have different modes to play. Let's say I'm sick of playing Trophy Road and I can't play it because my deck isn't leveled. Well, hey, what I can play is this challenge over here or this mode over here. Right now, there's none of that. Right now, if you don't like the state of the game, you don't like the meta, that's too bad. That applies to literally every single part of the game. So I'd obviously like them to do both of these things, making progression a little bit easier for people, not as confusing and not as reliant on lucky drops, and also making extra modes for us to play. Global tournaments, all of the modes I mentioned, new modes that we haven't seen yet, they just create something fresh in the game, something for me to do that's not grinding my head against Trophy Road every single day of the game. And don't even get me started on how ranked is level capped. You can't get ranked unlocked unless you are at the tippy top of Trophy Road, in which case you usually need higher leveled cards. So in order to play the level cap mode, I need to level up my cards. Is that not stupid? The next problem is heroes, and more specifically, that they create several problems in the game. The core gameplay of Clash Royale is really stretched and ruined by heroes. Now, this was initially the case with evolutions. However, over time, evolutions have become a really fresh and important staple to the game. When they were initially released, they had a bunch of stat changes, and the Evo Firecracker had more health and did more damage, and it was like, wow, this is really stupid and confusing and unhealthy for the game. And over time, they made it so that none of the Evos had stat differences. They added 2 Evo slots, and with the more Evos that came out, there was more variety, there was more balance, and although they do release the broken Evo every season, and it's, you know, kind of controlling the meta, it's not completely unbearable, and we hope that they'd be able to balance them better and better as the future goes on, although it is kind of a, as much as I hate to admit it, smart monetization method. This is a big mistake to assume heroes go the same way as Evos, because Evos are something that you don't get every single time you play it, and they really don't change the entire course of the game constantly. You do have Evos, like as an Evo Skarmy, I've got to have the back of my head going, there's an Evo Skarmy up next. I need to be ready for this or I'm going to lose my tower. And it's kind of just something that you can handle as the normal game goes on. It's a fresh twist on the unique Clash Royale experience. Then you add heroes, and 2 heroes at that per deck, and now you've got 2 Evos to keep track of, maybe a champion to keep track of, a hero to keep track of, or 2 heroes to keep track of. And not as this isn't a one-time thing, or maybe you get an Evo a max of 3 times a game. This isn't a thing that happens 3 times a game. It happens every single time you play the card. So I have constantly got to be focused on this busted thing that I can't get for free, because if everyone could get the thing for free, it wouldn't be as big of a problem, although it would still be a problem because it ruins the core gameplay. It wouldn't be a problem from the sense of pay to win. You can pay to win Clash Royale games with the new heroes. You have a hero, you're better than somebody who doesn't have a hero, straight up, because every single time you play your card, you have the option to use the ability. There is no risk reward, there is only reward, because if you don't use the ability, you just use the normal knight. It's not like you wasted the Evo, whereas with an Evo Zap, if I want to use my Zap like a normal Zap, then I'm wasting my Evo and I won't be able to get it back immediately. So there is a drawback to using my evolution wrong. You can't use heroes wrong. And even if you try, like you can try to use the heroes wrong and you still can't. The only thing I can think of is using maybe a trusty turret right next to your tower with nothing on it, which nobody does that. or you could maybe accidentally use a giant ability on a skeleton, which can happen and is the only current downside to hero abilities. How can we solve this problem? Well, one thing we can do is add just one hero slot. Hero slots are dominating the game right now because one, you need to get to 10,500 to get the 2 Evo slots, or it's like 10,000 or something. I think it's 10,000. You need to get high up in Trophy Road to get that, which again promotes the, oh, I've got to meta slave away at Trophy Road with my underleveled cards and get abused all game. Like, that's legitimately what you have to do to get 2 hero slots. You're at a disadvantage if you don't play 2 heroes. And here's what I think. If you have 1 hero in the deck, especially as the deck pool is still limited, there is more things to do with your deck. Like, there's more variety with the deck. There's more different decks that can be meta. Right now, if I'm at a disadvantage, if I don't have both Knight and Mini P.E.K.K.A, or Knight and Mini P.E.K.K.A, Knight and Musk, Giant and Mini P.E.K.K.A in my deck, then why wouldn't I play those cards? I would go out of my way to find a way to put those cards on my deck, which is not healthy for the game and especially not healthy for deck versatility. Making just 1 hero slot not only reduces the amount of chaos that's going on, I would straight up remove heroes. But I understand people paid for them, so it's probably impossible to do that. But if we're going to keep heroes, having just 1 or a champion slot, or even 1 champ and 1 hero, I'll budge. Okay, I'll budge. You can have a champ and a hero, even though I think that's stupid and you should only be able to have 1. The heroes in the game right now increase importance if you only have 1 of them as well. A lot of the issue with heroes is that heroes don't feel like normal Clash Royale. With Evos, it's like, hey, this is kind of a crazy thing that's happening once or twice a game. With heroes, it's like there is a constant threat and just gotcha-fied Royale going on, and it's just confusing, overwhelming, and honestly rewards people just using their asses for brains. You can make an outplay with the hero, but usually it's just brain dead ability mashing that gets you wins, and it's ridiculous, it's stupid, and it shouldn't be a part of the game. Those, I think, are the biggest problems with the current state of Clash Royale, and I think if the game fixed or addressed both of those problems, we would be in a lot better of a place, and we'd be able to go focus on some more minor issues that honestly I don't think are that big of a deal, such as, you know, like the Pass Royale maybe being more based on rewards than based on giving away the exclusive Evo or hero. That way down the line, you don't have to worry about using a hero or champ to keep the game alive. You get people to buy the pass because of how good the Pass Royale value is. I would like to see the monetization in the game more based in the future on leveling things up and cosmetics than I would on adding a new Evo or a new Tower Troop or a new champ or something like that, because it kind of just breaks the game. And honestly, the more we go down this road of gotchifying the game, the more we stray away from the reason this game has been alive for so long. Let me know if you think there are bigger issues to address, because I think those are the 2 biggest ones. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope that we can do something to save this game.